This morning in our Sunday Spotlight, a local rower who is going for a world championship next weekend on the other side of the globe in Serbia. Ben Washburn grew up in Madison. We're excited to welcome him to CT23 before he makes that big trip. He's headed to Serbia later today. Ben, thank you so much for being with us. Tell us about this. This is exciting, going for a national world championship, I should say.
Yeah, thank you, Eric, for having me. We are flying out later today, and we're flying to Serbia for a little bit over 2 weeks. The first week's going to be training and acclimating, and then we're going to get right into either 3 or 4 races, hopefully culminating in a medal.
I know you were in Paris with this same group earlier over the summer, and you came back with the gold medal from there, so you must be feeling pretty confident. Tell us about this whole U.S. para rowing team. I want to talk about your story, too, but first tell us, how'd you end up with this group?
Yeah, so I was born with a club foot in my left leg, so it reduces the range of motion for my foot, and my leg is weaker in general. So I classified for the PR3 category in rowing, which means you can use your legs, your body, and your arms, or other categories for different types of disabilities. And I'm in the PR3-4, which is a mixed boat. There's 3 other athletes and a coxswain.
So tell us about that disability, and I'd encourage people. Lori Riley wrote a great story about you in The Current that gives a lot of the backstory on your situation. But it was 10 years of treatment, many times in a wheelchair when you were younger. What was that like? And if you could go back and tell young Ben that you'd now be rowing in a world championship competition, would he have believed it?
He definitely would not have believed it. Yeah, so I had many surgeries as a little kid. Probably spent in total 5 years of my early childhood in a wheelchair, and then also some crutches time, and a ton of casts. And yeah, no, it was super tough because I wasn't ever able to really run in any major capacity as a little kid. So sports weren't something I was very good at. I tried a bunch of different sports. So tried whatever, basketball, baseball, tennis, all that stuff. And any sport that sort of entailed running in any major capacity I was never very good at, and gym class was never really my strength either. But I stuck with it. I kept trying different sports. Eventually found myself rowing. I did my first I learned to row camp in Old Lyme at Rogers Lake, and then I began rowing at Hopkins School in New Haven. And that just kind of clicked for me. I love the sport, and I'm super glad that I stuck with it, and that then fed into rowing at Williams. And I never, even rowing at Williams, I never would have imagined to be where I am right now. So it's amazing.
Well, we do have some pictures that we're going to show of some of the accomplishments. There's a shot of you at Williams. And, you were rowing at Williams, and you talked about the things you couldn't do when you were younger. But you were rowing at Williams not in any sort of para-rowing capacity, right? You were just a rower at Williams. And this sport enabled you to use another sports plan to level the playing field with your able-bodied competitors, right?
Yeah, I rode just like any other Division III athlete at Williams. I was in competitive boats there, and I really love my time. And it's just awesome to be like anybody else, just doing whatever I can at practice, racing. And I never thought I'd be a part of the para rowing community until I actually started engaging with them and realized that it's a great group, and it's just an opportunity for me to continue to row after college, and it's awesome.
What should people take away from your story, Ben? You're headed here later today, going to the World Rowing Championships. As someone who had all those struggles, the casts and the wheelchairs and the limitations when you were younger, if someone's watching this morning, maybe they have some sort of limitation in their life, what do you want them to take from what you've accomplished?
Yeah, I think one big takeaway is that you just gotta don't get too bogged down in anything that's happening to you that's out of your control. Just focus on doing what you want to do, and doing it at the highest level that you can, controlling what you can control. And that's kind of what my approach has always been, be the best at what I can be. And you never know where it'll take you. And maybe you just are able to go do something you weren't able to do in the past, or maybe it develops into something that you can do at a really high level. It doesn't really even matter. Like I would be just as happy with myself and my rowing ability if I never got to this level and just got to row like at Hopkins a little bit, or maybe got to row at Williams a little bit. But you never know where things are going to go, so things can always turn around.
And maybe you'll be going to represent your country trying to win a gold medal. Pretty cool stuff. We have only about 30 seconds left. We showed some video of your boat rowing on the Charles River. And at high level, rowing looks so effortless. But just tell people in 30 seconds, it's hard.
Oh, it's so hard. Every inch of your body is in pain. Your lungs are hurt. You're doing everything you can, and you're just trying to hold on to the end. It uses every muscle in your body.
And like I said, at a high level, it's a beautiful thing to watch. We're looking at some more video of your boat there. Heading out later today, headed to Serbia, trying to win a gold medal for your country. Ben Washburn from Madison, we appreciate you coming on. We wish you good luck, and maybe come back and you can hold that gold medal up for us in your next appearance, all right?
Awesome. Yeah, that's the plan. Thank you.
All right. Good luck in Serbia. That is CT23 for this week. We hope you've enjoyed our new studio. We're still finding our way around it, but looks pretty nice to us. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll meet you back here in the Fancy News Studio A next Sunday morning.